Baseball is popped up, caught at the same elevation from which it's hit. What is its displacement? 4 seconds after it's hit. How high does it go? What total time does it spend in the air? Okay. In this video, just for the sake of sanity here, I'm going to do this one first, and then I'm going to erase and do the second two. I think go together. Okay. So 4 seconds after it's hit, it's popped up at 41 meters per second. So this guy is 41. This is always negative 9.8. So these problems are easier because you always know that. They're harder because they're tricky problems, right? And then the 4 seconds goes here. Now, we don't know the final velocity 0 at 4 seconds. It's highly unlikely that I picked the exact time where the velocity is 0. Okay? We don't know anything about x. We don't know that x is 0 or anything, right? And we just want x, right? That's what we want to find. So I'm going to use no VF. Okay, so x is 41 times 4 plus 1/2. And don't forget to make your acceleration negative times 4 squared. All right, here we go. 41 times 4 plus 0.5 times negative 9.8 times 4 squared. 85.6. Okay, now what's interesting is, of course, if you look at the answers here, that is almost the highest point, right? Because, you know, at 41 meters per second, it's going to go up for almost 4 seconds, right? I do believe it's possibly on the way down. I don't know. We'll find out, okay, in a second here, so to speak. Okay, so 85.6 meters, that's our displacement. I'm going to erase now and do the last two questions. Okay, so here are the last two questions. How high does it go? Total time in the air, right? So how high? That is ground to top stuff, right? You go up, you go down, right? So we're going to use that the final velocity up there is 0, right? This guy's negative 9.8. Never have to think about this for these, right? Initial velocity is still 41, right? So we're just doing this little bit here, from here to here, okay? All right, that's why the final 0, because it's stopped, turned around, it's coming back down, okay? How high does it go? We're going to use no t for that. Okay, so 0 squared is 41 squared plus 2 times negative 9.8 times x. Okay, so here we go. 41 squared, 1681. I'm going to put it on this side, so it's negative 1681. And then 2 times negative 9.8 is negative 19.6 x, right? So that guy, I'm just going to divide now. That divided by 19.6 is 85.765. 85.765, right? Okay. Oh, there's people coming in here. Okay, so my displacement here is 85. I'm going to say 85.8 meters. Okay, and now we got to find the time. To find the time, what I'm going to do is just use this guy. VF is VI plus AT. Okay, so 0 equals 41 plus negative 9.8 times t, right? And then basically it's what? It's negative 41 divided by negative 9.8. So 41 divided by 9.8 is 4.1836. Okay, so the previous problem of 4 seconds, it actually was very close to the top, right? It hadn't reached the top yet, right? It hadn't quite reached the top. Okay, so we caught it at 4 seconds, like right there. It almost was at the top, right? Okay, now the thing doesn't say what is the time to the top. It says what is the total time in the air. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 4.1836 plus, that's on the way up, right? And then 4.1836 down, right? Or I'm just going to multiply this number by 2. That times 2, 8.3673. Okay, so total time is 8.3673. 8.3673 seconds, which is, what did we say? 8.37 seconds, right? Yeah. Okay. So remember up and down. And I'll try to like on the assessments make sure that you know that that's the game, up and down, right? Or I'll just say to the top, right? And then it'll just be to the top.